Hey everyone! We are working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy the content and it is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button right now as we proceed. What's up Blue Jays Nation? Before you even think about scrolling past this video, let me hit you with some news that's going to make your heart skip a beat. The Toronto Blue Jays just pulled off something that's been half a century in the making, and trust me, you're going to want to hear every single word of this. We're talking statues, we're talking legends, and we're talking about the most iconic moment in Canadian baseball history finally getting the respect it deserves. So buckle up, because this ride is about to get wild. Here's the deal. The Toronto Blue Jays, our beloved franchise that's been breaking hearts and making dreams come true since 1977, is turning the big 50 this year. That's right, 50 glorious years of baseball north of the border, and the organization is pulling out all the stops to make sure this anniversary is one for the history books. But here's where things get absolutely insane. After years of fans begging, pleading, and practically camping outside the front office demanding that the franchise honor its legends properly, the Blue Jays finally listened. And they didn't just listen, they went nuclear with their announcement. Joe Carter, the man who gave us the most unforgettable moment in Blue Jays history, the guy who turned the 1993 World Series into an eternal highlight reel with that walk-off home run that still gives everyone goosebumps, is getting immortalized in bronze. That's right, folks. A statue. An actual, real-life statue of Touch 'em All Joe is coming to the Rogers Center. Or should I say the Sky Dome, because let's be honest, real fans know what that building is actually called. This isn't just big news, this is monumental, earth-shattering, call your friends and tell them immediately kind of news. Now, before we dive deeper into this incredible announcement, let's talk about why this matters so much. For years, and I mean years, Blue Jays fans have been walking past other major league ballparks, seeing statues of legends scattered around like a who's who of baseball royalty, and wondering when Toronto was going to join the party. You've got stadiums across the league celebrating their heroes in style, bronze monuments standing tall, reminding everyone who walks by about the glory days and the players who made them possible. And what did the Blue Jays have? A statue of Ted Rogers out front. Don't get me wrong, respect to the man who kept the team in Toronto, but come on. This is a franchise with 2 World Series championships, with legends who deserve to be celebrated in a way that matches their impact on the game and the city. The announcement itself was pure class, exactly what you'd expect from Joe Carter. The man himself appeared in a special video message, and if you haven't seen it yet, stop everything and go watch it right now. Carter, with that signature humility that made him beloved by teammates and fans alike, made it crystal clear that this statue isn't just about him. He dedicated it to all the wonderful people and teammates he played with over the years, to the organization that gave him the opportunity, and to Toronto, which he called the best city to play baseball in the world. Let me repeat that. The best city to play baseball in the world. That's not just lip service, that's a man who genuinely loved his time in Blue Jays blue and wants everyone to know it. But here's what makes this whole thing even better. The statue unveiling is just the beginning of what's shaping up to be an absolutely epic 50th anniversary celebration. The Blue Jays are going all out, and I mean all out. We're talking special patches, throwback jerseys, and celebrations that are going to honor every era of Blue Jays baseball. And speaking of throwback jerseys, can we talk about the rumor that's been floating around? Word on the street is that the Canada Day jerseys this year might be those absolutely legendary all-red jerseys with the cut-off sleeves from the 90s. You know the ones I'm talking about. Those bad boys that screamed vintage baseball, the kind of jerseys that made you feel like you were watching a highlight reel every time someone stepped up to the plate. A leaked photo of a Shane Bieber jersey sporting that design has been making the rounds. And if that's real, if that's actually happening, then the Blue Jays organization deserves a standing ovation for understanding what the fans want. Those jerseys were pure fire, unapologetically 90s, and absolutely perfect for celebrating the franchise's history. Nothing says we remember where we came from quite like bringing back the most iconic uniform in team history. It's the kind of move that shows the front office is actually paying attention to what makes this fanbase tick. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Where exactly is this Joe Carter statue going to be? That's the million-dollar question that nobody seems to have an answer to yet. The Blue Jays have been playing it close to the vest, keeping details under wraps like they're guarding state secrets. Will it be outside the main entrance? Near the home plate gate? Somewhere inside the concourse where fans can gather around it before games? The suspense is absolutely killing everyone, and you can bet that speculation is running wild on social media. But here's what we do know. Wherever they put it, it's going to become an instant pilgrimage site for Blue Jays fans. People are going to be taking selfies with it, touching it for good luck before big games, and telling their kids and grandkids about where they were when Joe Carter touched them all. This statue unveiling is significant for so many reasons beyond just honoring one player, as legendary as Joe Carter is. It represents a shift in how the Blue Jays organization views its own history. For too long, the franchise seemed almost embarrassed about celebrating itself, like it didn't want to live in the past, even though that past included 2 World Series championships and some of the most exciting baseball ever played. But now we're seeing a team that understands the value of honoring its legends, of creating those touchstones that connect generations of fans and remind everyone what this franchise has accomplished. Think about what this means for current players too. Guys like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's already putting together a monster career that could one day earn him his own statue. Or rising stars who are watching this and thinking, if I give this city everything I've got, if I create moments that matter, the organization will remember me. That's powerful. That's how you build a culture that attracts talent and inspires players to give their absolute best. And let's not forget the deep cuts, the cult heroes that every franchise has. Could we one day see an Ernie Clement statue? Probably not, but the fact that we can even joke about it shows how much this new commitment to celebrating franchise history means. The 50th anniversary celebration is shaping up to be more than just a marketing campaign. It's a year-long love letter to everyone who's ever put on a Blue Jays uniform, everyone who's ever sat in those seats at the Sky Dome, and everyone who's ever believed that baseball in Canada isn't just viable, it's special. The organization is planning to honor different eras and different casts of characters throughout the season. Imagine seeing heroes from every generation coming back to the ballpark, soaking in the atmosphere, and sharing stories about what it meant to wear that Blue Jays jersey. We're talking about guys like Travis Snyder, who might not have had the career everyone hoped for but who represented hope and potential for a generation of fans. Ricky Romero, who had that electric stretch where he looked like an absolute ace. Rance Mulliniks, a solid contributor from the early days who helped build the foundation. These players deserve their moment in the sun, their chance to be thanked properly for their contributions to the franchise. And with the Blue Jays committing to this kind of celebration, there's hope that we'll see exactly that. The timing of all this couldn't be more perfect either. The Rogers Center has undergone massive renovations in recent years, transforming from a stadium that was starting to show its age into a modern baseball palace that can compete with anything else in the league. The place looks absolutely incredible now, feels brand new, and when it's packed with Blue Jays fans, the atmosphere is absolutely thunderous. Adding a Joe Carter statue to this revitalized stadium is like putting a cherry on top of an already delicious sundae. It's the perfect finishing touch that ties together the old and the new, honoring the past while building toward an exciting future. And let's be real here, the Blue Jays are building something special with this current roster too. We've got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. entering his prime, a catching situation that's the envy of many teams with Alejandro Kirk handling business behind the plate, and pieces being added that show the front office is committed to winning now. Celebrating the past doesn't mean living in it. It means using that history as fuel, as inspiration, as a reminder of what this franchise is capable of achieving when everything clicks. The fact that Joe Carter himself is so humble about this honor, so quick to share the credit and thank his teammates and the city, tells you everything you need to know about why this man deserves a statue in the first place. He gets it. He understands that baseball is a team sport, that his iconic moment in 1993 was the result of an entire roster grinding through a season and coming together at the perfect time. But make no mistake, when that statue is unveiled, when fans finally get to see Joe Carter frozen in bronze, probably mid-swing or rounding the bases with that unforgettable joy on his face, there won't be a dry eye in the house. This is more than just honoring one player or celebrating one moment. This is the Toronto Blue Jays organization finally stepping up and joining the rest of Major League Baseball in properly venerating its legends. It's about creating lasting monuments that will stand for generations, reminding everyone who walks past about the glory, the excitement, and the pure magic that this franchise has delivered over 50 years. It's about telling current and future players that if you give this team and this city your all, you'll be remembered. You'll be celebrated. You might even get a statue. So here's what you need to do right now. Hit that like button if you're as hyped about this Joe Carter statue as I am. Drop a comment below telling me which other Blue Jays legends deserve to be immortalized in bronze. Roberto Alomar? Dave Stieb? Roy Halladay? Carlos Delgado? Sound off and let's get a conversation going. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, what are you even doing? Smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss another breaking Blue Jays story. We're just days away from pitchers and catchers reporting, the season is almost here, and with announcements like this, 2025 is shaping up to be an absolutely unforgettable year for Blue Jays fans. Let's go Blue Jays, and we'll talk soon.